What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name's Mac and this is my YouTube channel, How to Heal. I like to go over things that I found very helpful for my own self-improvement, journey towards more inner peace, happiness, things that I've just found very helpful for mindset. Hope you guys are all having a great day. We'll start off with some stretching. Do a nice side twist. And we have a lovely guest today. During the video, we have the wonderful lawnmower from a yard or two over. So this is why I'm going to be holding this bad boy nice and close, hopefully not getting too loud into it. So today's video, I wanted to talk about basically awareness of yourself and the difference between what you do and how other people feel about it. So something I read in the Enchiridion by some of Epictetus's teachings was he talked about an example where a man may be in a deep level of pain, just an example where a man's in a deep level of pain because he lost his son. Or the other example he gave was his son has gone overseas, traveling. Regardless, he is at the time without his son, and he seems to be enduring a lot of pain. And this is where Epictetus states, if you are, the whole book is essentially, if you are in the scenario of the story he's telling, how you should approach it. And he says, basically, be ready in your mind to say, it is not this occurrence that hurts this man, for I know that another man may not be hurt by this, but it is his opinions of this occurrence that hurts this man. And when he says, be ready to say, I don't feel that it's literal, like be ready to throw that at this guy that's already enduring a lot of pain and suffering, but keep this awareness sharp in your mind so as to not get very confused or caught up in the emotions of attachment to things that can create a lot of pain and suffering. So then he goes on to say, basically with this awareness in mind, stay aware, but also do not be afraid to sit and groan with this man. Do not be afraid to have compassion, empathy, and sit through, on the surface level, some of this pain with him. Help him get through it. But be very aware so as to not groan inside yourself, inside your own mind. So I think what he's saying here is have compassion for others. First of all, be aware that the pain people endure is based around their own belief in constructs, not because of the occurrence, which is something I believe to be true, but it's a pretty aggressive and harsh truth. So I think he means essentially have compassion and show empathy, care for this person, for these people, right? But be careful so as to not let it rub off on you so you become like the one enduring the pain needlessly. Now I think with something as extreme as like loss of a loved one or anything, I think like grieving and going through this pain is completely natural, and I think that's an important part, is like letting your emotions come up, feeling them, acknowledging them so that they can move through you and you don't get caught with them. But also, yeah, try not to, ooh, got a big knock up there. So try not to get too caught up in these emotions so that they take hold of you. And to further this with examples that I would see more in my life and in society would be, try not to take the blame or accept a lot of blame for how other people feel, right? So as to say, like, still have compassion and empathy for what they're going through, but don't hurt yourself by taking on something that isn't essentially yours to take on, right? Like, there's a lot of this I find today where people will go through something and they'll blame it on someone else, right? Like, well, you should have known that you going out and getting ice cream with this other person would have hurt me. And it's like, well, as long as you didn't actually do this with the intention of hurting someone by going and getting ice cream with someone else, this really isn't yours. Like, and it really isn't yours anyways. It's their opinion of what they attach to you going and getting a treat with someone else. It's that opinion that they hold within themselves that creates this pain, because they believe this is maybe lack of faithfulness, and that hurts them because they feel left or abandoned or whatever. Regardless, be aware that the pain people endure and they state is because of you is ultimately because of the opinions, the beliefs, and the attachments they have toward that action and their perception. And this works vice versa as well. Like, don't blame, or at least try, or don't, do whatever you want, honestly. But I've found it helpful to not blame other people for my emotions and the things, the pains that I'm enduring, and try to stay aware that it's my belief and opinion that is hurting me. And if I can let go of that, I can be free from this pain. So an example of that would be like, someone calls me fat, and like, if I have a really negative belief and connotation, like the word fat of itself isn't offensive unless you have learned that this is offensive or this is rude, right? So if I think that fat is of a concept that is rude and hateful and everything, I will perceive it that way, and I will take pain because of that. But if I instead grew up with a different belief that fat meant happy or jolly or bountiful or abundance, then I would take this insult very gracefully and appreciate it. It would be like a compliment, right? And that's all because of a shift in my own belief. So I think to some degree this proves it's not the insult that's insulting, but the opinion around it. Now, with that being said, I wouldn't use this as a get out of jail free card, right? You can just say whatever you want to anyone and be like, oh, well, it's your opinion of it that that hurts you, not me saying like you're dumb or whatever, right? Like, still act with compassion and care for people. And when they are enduring things, I think it's good to have compassion if you're available to provide that, and not be like, you can be as you wish. You don't need to do this, but it can be good to connect with people and care for them and help them in this sense. But yeah, don't use it as a get out of jail free card to disregard any things you say if your intention is not good, right? If you're trying to hurt someone, don't try to hurt someone, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But this is more about taking ownership for things that aren't yours. So try to acknowledge that this isn't mine, this is theirs, but if I'm available to it, I can still provide compassion and empathy to this person. And that's it. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys find this helpful. If you have any ideas, thoughts, comments, concerns, you can comment down below. If you have any ideas for any other videos you want me to shoot or talk about, let me know. And I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.